So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Redmanx TV, and in today's video I'll be doing my keep, sell or loan with the current Manchester United squad going into next season. So make sure to drop a like on the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe down below with notifications on so you guys can keep up to date with new vids. Leave your suggestions down below, what video ideas you want me to put on the channel before the new season starts. Of course, we'll be doing my Premier League predictions as well sometime soon, so look out for that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below. Put your keep, sell or loan in the comments below as well, and let's get on to the video. So guys, I'm going to start with the goalkeepers, and it's a big one straight off as David De Gea. Do we keep him or do we sell him? And personally, in my opinion, I would keep De Gea going into next season. I still see him as a starter for Manchester United. I know that's probably a big thing to say, and a lot of people won't agree with my decision on that, but I do think he's good enough to be our number one, and I really do hope going into the new season he does start over Dean Henderson, although it does look like Dean Henderson will be getting a nod ahead of De Gea, which is unfortunate. I don't know what will happen with De Gea. We'll have to see what happens, but in my opinion, I would keep him. I know a lot of people dislike De Gea, want him to go, and he's not had the best of seasons, although in my opinion, I don't think he's had a bad one, but overall, I would keep De Gea, but I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that one. But on to Lee Grant now, and this is an easy one. We are going to keep him as our third keeper. We also have Tom Heaton coming in as well, so we're going to have about 4 or 5 keepers in Manchester United going into next season. But yeah, Lee Grant's going to stay. He's not going to go anywhere. He can do the substitute board, whatever he wants to do. Yeah, warm up to keepers. Yeah, he's going to stay, isn't he? So yeah, easy one for me. And then Sergio Romero, he is on his way out, which is, you know, it was bound to happen. It's been a very long time coming. I don't know why we've kept him this long. It's so unfortunate we didn't end up using him or giving him any opportunities, because I do think he is a top-class keeper and was just underused. He was never given any opportunities to prove himself. And I think, you know, I don't know if he's a top keeper now, but when he did play for us a while back or a few years ago, he was a top keeper. But yeah, overall, he is going to go. I hope he does go on to somewhere good and gets treated well at his new club. So yeah, he's going to sell anyway. I would sell him anyway. So yeah, Romero is on his way out. And now on to Dean Henderson. And for me, of course, this is another easy one. We will be keeping Dean Henderson. We signed him up to a long-term contract. As I said, he is looking like to be the new number one going into next season. Apparently, he's got a backing behind the scenes as well to start next season. So, yeah, keep him. And he's definitely going to be the future of Manchester United. There's not much more to say on that. So, we'll have to see what happens. Does De Gea start next season? Or does Dean Henderson get the nod as well next season? Let me know down below. And on to our last keeper, which is Joel Pereira. He is on his way out as well. Manchester United have announced that. I think it was yesterday or the day before that. They had announced a lot of people who will be leaving the club, which included, of course, who was it? Romero as well. So yeah, Joel Pereira will be going as well. Didn't really get any looking for Manchester United. Was always going to be a 4th, 5th keeper for Manchester United as well, wasn't he? So yeah, I hope he goes to have a good career wherever he goes. If it's Hearts again, if it's La Liga, wherever he goes, I hope he has a good career. So they're the keepers, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do we keep, loan or sell any of them? But anyway, guys, let's get on to the next one, which will be the defenders. So guys, and now on to the defenders, and first up is Victor Lindelof. And for me this summer, I would sell Victor Lindelof. I just don't think he's good enough for Manchester United anymore. He's been here a very long time, so props to him for that. He's had some good seasons, he's had some really poor seasons, and yet again, the season that just went, another bang average season from Lindelof. So I do think it's time to go for Victor. And, you know, I wish him well wherever he goes. And, you know, maybe if we don't get a centre-back, he may end up staying, which, you know, I don't think a lot of people will like that decision. But even if he does end up staying, I would prefer Tuanzebe to play there. I'd prefer Bailly to play there. So for me, I just don't think he's good enough for Manchester United anymore. So I do want to sell Victor Lindelof this summer if the possibility comes up. But yeah, sell. So on to Eric Bailly now. And this is a tricky one for me because, you know, if Eric Bailly can get guaranteed game time next season alongside Maguire, if he can stay fit, which is the question. You know, we gave him many opportunities and he just keeps on getting injured after injured after injured. So in my opinion, I do think it'd probably be best to sell Eric Bailly this summer. I just, you know, we don't need someone like him at the club who keeps on getting injured, not really responsible. So, you know, I do reckon Eric Bailly should go this season. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, I would sell him. But yeah, I just don't think having him at Manchester United would be the right thing to go with next season. So yeah, Eric Bailly sold. And then Phil Jones for me, again, sell. I still don't understand how he's at Manchester United. He's just living it, isn't he? He really is. So yeah, I would sell Phil Jones. Just go retire. Go retire. Yeah, you've had your memories at Manchester United, and just go now. Just go. So yeah, Phil Jones obviously will be sold. Hopefully this summer. And then Harry Maguire, obviously it's an easy one. Keep. Manchester United captain, had a really good season that just went by. We've seen much improvement, and hopefully we'll see even more improvement going into next season. So yeah, obviously it's an easy one for Maguire. Keep. On to Diego Dallo now, who is on loan at AC Milan and maybe coming back to Manchester United. That is a news that is passing by recently. So yeah, he might make a return. I think it might be good as well because Wan-Bissaka needs some competition. So yeah, I would definitely keep Diego Dallo. I think, when he has played for Manchester United, he's not been good, but he's also not been bad. Like, he hasn't been given many opportunities. Of course, he went along to AC Milan. He's been really good there, I think, as well. I've heard a lot of good things from people watching him. So, yeah, Diego Dallo, I would keep him, in my opinion. On to Luke Shaw, another easy one, keep. Another outstanding season from Luke Shaw that just went by. Obviously, probably my player of the season, alongside Bruno Fernandes as well. So, yeah, definitely a keep for him. There's no reason to sell him. Hopefully, he'll improve even more going into next season as well. So, yeah, definitely keep Luke Shaw. And on to Alex Telles. There's been rumours recently that Alex Telles may be on his way out. But in my opinion, I would keep him. I still think the opportunities will come for him eventually. I think, him coming in, he probably expected first team game time. But, of course, he pushed Luke Shaw to be better. And since then, Luke Shaw has been irreplaceable. So, yeah, I would probably say keep Alex Telles. I don't think he'll go this summer unless he really wants to go and get first team game time. But I think he may be happy here at Manchester United and might want another season to see how things go. So yeah, I'd say keep for Alex Telles. On to Wan-Bissaka, another easy one there. Keep for me. Of course, there was something come out yesterday that Aaron Wan-Bissaka may be given a chance to play centre-back in the pre-season friendlies to see how he gets on, which is really strange for me. And, it may work out, but for me, I think it's a massive risk doing that. So, that may intend that we're not looking for a centre-back, which I don't think, I hope is not the issue, because we definitely need a centre-back in the summer, as well as signing Sancho, in my opinion. I think we can do that, and there's a possibility to do that. There's a lot of centre-backs out there, and we could get for cheap that are probably going to be very, very good for Manchester United. So, yeah, I would keep Wan-Bissaka. It's an easy one there. He's going to be our starter next season at right back, so there's no reason to even loan him out or even sell him out. So, yeah, I would say keep. And on to Brandon Williams now, and I would say loan him out. I don't think he will be loaned out this season or going into next season. I think he will stay at Manchester United. But we've already wasted some of his career, haven't we? Because he's been on the bench for the last 2 or 3 seasons, if I'm correct in saying that. He's not had enough game time for me. He's not been given enough opportunities. So I do think his best decision would be to go out on loan, get some game time, have a bit more experience, and then maybe come back and see how you do. So, yeah, I would definitely loan out Brandon Williams. Axel Tuanzebe now, I think, in my opinion, I would keep him at the club. I think he could be a solid centre-back option alongside Maguire if you don't end up signing a centre-back. I rate him highly. I think he's a very good player. But again, he's a player that's not been given too many opportunities. But when he has been given the opportunities, he's been absolutely fantastic. So for me, I would keep him going into next season. On to Tendon Menji, of course, may be kept. But for me, I'd send him out on loan as well, just to get some more experience. I don't think he'll be getting any game time this season. For the first team at least. So overall, yeah, I'd definitely send him out. On to Will Fish as well. Again, another player who I'd probably loan out somewhere, get some more experience. With a lot of the youngsters, I probably would loan him out for a bit, see how they do. Pugmow's left as well now, Manchester United. So yeah, I'd definitely send Will Fish out on loan, but they probably may be kept to obviously play in the under-21s and shit like that. So yeah, Will Fish, I would loan out. And that's it for the defenders, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Tell me if you agree with me or not, guys. Do you want to keep, sell, or loan any of these players? Get in the comments below, and let's get on to the midfielders. So, guys, and now we're going to move on to the midfielders, and first up will be Paul Pogba, and for me, this is another easy one. I'll definitely keep Paul Pogba going into next season. As we know, he's still a top player. He can play at the highest level, and personally, I still think he's very happy at Manchester United, and we're always going to hear the transfer rumours about him. Will he go back to PSG, or will he go back to Juventus, Will he go to PSG? Will he head out in the summer? We're always going to hear that about him. Is his head in the right place at Manchester United? It's just because Mino Raiola is his agent, agent and he's going to try and stir up as much as he can. But yeah, I do think he's happy at Manchester United. Now he's playing alongside Bruno Fernandes. He maybe sees improvement as well. We can go on and win trophies next season. So I hope he's here next season. I'm very confident that he will. I'll be really surprised if someone comes in and pays that money, especially in the COVID market. But yeah, I'm very confident that he will be here next season. So yeah, I'll definitely keep him. And then we move on to Juan Mata, and for me, this is an easy one. I would sell Juan Mata this summer. He doesn't have the legs anymore for the Premier League. He's just not good enough overall. I think he would definitely fit somewhere like Serie A, where the whole football is much slower. He can pick out that pass. He just doesn't have enough for the Premier League anymore. And apparently, there's talks that he maybe get a new contract at Manchester United, which I think is outrageous, considering he's got absolutely no game time this season. He's not going to cut it next season as well. So I'll just let him go, let him be free. If it's going out to Serie A, if it's retiring, just let him go, let him leave. So I would sell him, and I hope we don't sign him up to a new contract. It'd be absolutely ridiculous if we do. And we move on to Jesse Lingard, who at the moment is currently on loan to West Ham. He's not made any final decisions yet. Will David Moyes end up buying him? Will he come back to Manchester United? And for me, it's another easy one. I would sell him to West Ham if possible, because at the moment, he's not going to get into this Manchester United team. He's not going to get ahead of Bruno Fernandes. He's not going to get ahead of Pogba, is he? So overall, I would definitely sell him. It's quite an easy one for me. I think a lot of you guys will agree with me on that. I think if he wants, the best amount of game time, if he wants trophies somewhere else, and I think, the best place to go would be West Ham for him. So yeah, definitely sell him if we can to West Ham or anywhere he wants really. But yeah, on to Andreas Pereira, who's currently on loan to Lazio. And for me, I do think he'll come back to Manchester United. Apparently Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does like him, so I do think he'll stay at Manchester United from his loan move to Lazio. So do expect him here next season, but he may head out. I'm not too sure yet. There's been no news on him, no development. So yeah, personally, I would sell him if the possibility is there, but I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might end up keeping him. So yeah, I would definitely sell him. And then on to Fred, for me, another one who I would sell. I don't think he will be going anywhere. There's no rumours about him. There's nothing saying that. So I do think he might be here at Manchester United next season. But if it's up to me, I would definitely sell him next season. I just don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. With McTominay, it's a bit different because he's from the academy. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer loves him, but he seems to love both of these players, doesn't he? Especially in their CDM position. So yeah, I would sell him personally, but I do think he'd be here next season. So yeah, sell for me. And of course, Bruno Fernandes, quite an easy one. Sell him. No, I'm joking. Of course, keep him. Of course, I still think he'll sign a new contract at Manchester United, which could be key. I think he may be here for 4 or 5 more years. I think the contract is that. I'm not too sure at the moment. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, he will be signing a new contract. Cross fingers, I hope, because he's been our best player without a doubt this season alongside Luke Shaw. You could say any of those two. I don't want to single any of them out. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes will be staying here next season. Hopefully he'll carry on how he ended. Well, not how he ended, how he started last season, because he didn't have the best of ends to the season that just went by. So yeah, definitely keep. I mean, really excited to see how he gets on next season, and hopefully we can win some trophies for him. And then of course Amad Diallo, another easy one. I would keep him. Of course, you bring him in from Atalanta. He hasn't got many opportunities yet, but he probably expected that next season he may kick on and get a lot more opportunities. That's what I'm probably hoping. And of course, he scored an amazing free kick for Ivory Coast yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it was absolutely brilliant. David Beckham-esque. So yeah, I'd keep Amad Diallo, quite an easy one there. Daniel James, for me, I'd definitely loan out somewhere or even sell him, to be honest. I don't think he'll be getting a lot of game time next season. I think he may be getting a game now and then, but if he wants game time, well, he needs game time, at least a good amount of game time, in my opinion, because Daniel James is a player at the moment with his age. I think he needs to go somewhere else and maybe fulfill his career somewhere else. So yeah, I'll definitely sell him or even loan him somewhere and then bring him back. But yeah, I don't think he'll go anywhere. I really don't. I think he may end up staying at Manchester United. But yeah, I'd definitely sell him on or even loan him. So yeah, one of those in my opinion. And we move on to Facundo Pellistri, who apparently is on loan to Alaves from La Liga. I don't know if he'll be there next season. I think he may be coming back to Manchester United. That's the news that's coming now. He's obviously had no game time. He's not been near the first team for Manchester United, so maybe he may come back and be in that position, or he can get some game time next season, but I'm not too sure at the moment. So yeah, I'll definitely loan him out again, in my opinion, somewhere else. But on to Nemanja Matic, and I would sell Matic going into this summer. I do think he won't be here next season. I think this was his last season with us, with the season that just went. Of course, he wanted to win that Europa League, didn't end up doing it. So I think, probably be best to go for Nemanja Matic. He's done a lot of Manchester United. He's been all right, but once again, I just don't think he can cut it in the Premier League anymore. He doesn't have the legs. Of course, he's had some good performances this season, but again, he's not been used that much, and I don't think he'll be used at all next season as well. So I'd sell him out somewhere. I'm not too sure where at the moment, but yeah, sell him. Gone. And Donny van de Beek, and for me, this is a really, really tricky one, because I do think he will end up staying for Manchester United at Manchester United next season. I don't see him going anywhere, but I think in himself, he'd be very concerned about the amount of game time he's getting, because, he probably expected to play 5 or 6 games. Let's be honest, he probably expected that, but he didn't even get, he got 1 or 2 full games, I think, and then came off the bench for the last 5 minutes. So maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said to him, you may get opportunities next season, but, if I was him right now, I would leave. I really would leave. But I want to keep him next season. I want to hope he get more game time, because he is a fantastic player. So yeah, I would definitely keep him, in my opinion. But that's depending on if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to give him opportunities next season. So yeah, I would keep him. On to James Garner now, who is currently on loan at Nottingham Forest. And I think, he might stay there. I think he may sign a contract there. Maybe that loan will extend next season. I'm hoping it will, because he has been playing really well at Nottingham Forest, scoring goals there, giving assists there. So yeah, overall, I would keep him on loan and then maybe bring him back next year and see how he gets on, because he's had a really good time at Nottingham Forest, so that needs to continue. So yeah, I'll definitely loan him out back, or even give him a contract at Nottingham Forest, really, let's be honest. So yeah, on to Scott McTominay, another easy one. He will be staying here at Manchester United next season, so it is a keep. I'd keep him anyway. I don't think selling him out would be a good idea. I think he's played well for Manchester United this season. He's played, I said he plays well, but he's played well, then he's played shit. He's played well, then he's played shit. So yeah, I'll definitely just keep him. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won't be sending him anywhere. So yeah, expect him here next season. So yeah, for me, McTominay, I would keep him. I do think maybe a starter for us next season at CDM spot alongside someone hopefully we bring in. So maybe we'll see that. But I definitely don't want to see Fred and McTominay starting next season, because that really can't happen, can it? So yeah, I'd definitely keep him. And on to Hannibal Mejbri, who's been linking up with that first team recently, has come into the fold as well. So yeah, he'll be staying here at Manchester United next season. He may get some opportunities. We'll have to wait and see. He's a fantastic player. Definitely has the ability to come on and be a fantastic player as well. So overall, yeah, I'd keep Mejbri going into next season. So they're the midfielders, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Do we keep, sell, or loan any of the midfielders that I've just been talking about? But anyway, guys, let's go on to the final section, which will be the forwards. So guys, and now we're going to move on to the final section, which will be the forwards, and we're going to kick off with Eddie Cavani, Al Matador. And first up, we all know that he will be here next season, of course extending that 1-year deal that he did have. But even if he didn't sign that already, I would be saying keep. I think a lot of you guys will agree with me on that one. Since he came to Manchester United, he's been absolutely fantastic. He's impressed me so much as a striker, scored a lot of goals, and I didn't think he was good now. I really didn't think he was good, but he's proved us all wrong. He's proved to us that he can still play at the highest level. So for me, Edinson Cavani, I would have said keep anywhere, but we know he's going to be here next season. I really, really am interested to see how he gets on as well. Will he kick on? Will he keep on scoring goals for us? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm really confident that he will have another good season with us, and then hopefully we can extend it even more. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, for me, Edinson Cavani, I would have said keep anyway, but he will be here next season. And we move on to Martial now. This one is going to be really interesting for me. It's going to be a group of people who want him gone, and there's also going to be a group of people who want him to stay and hopefully gets back to his best. And I'm in that group of people who want him gone. I gave him chance after chance after chance, and of course with the season that just went by, it wasn't a good season for Martial. Started off terribly. His confidence was at an all-time low. He wasn't scoring any goals. And then, of course, got that injury which kept him out for the majority of the rest of the season, wasn't it? So, yeah, he's not had a good season that just went by. But, yeah, will he be here next season? I'm really not too sure. As I just said, I want him gone, in my opinion. I would sell him on, but there's also a lot of people who would disagree with me. But, yeah, personally, I'd let him go because we have Mason Greenwood, we have Cavani, Rashford can play at striker. So, I don't rate Martial anymore. I don't think he has the ability to kick on and return to his best. So, yeah, for me, I would end up selling Martial this summer if the possibility comes up. And we move on to Marcus Rashford now, and again, another easy one. We would keep Marcus Rashford. I don't think he'll ever be going anywhere. I think Manchester United is his home. He will never leave us, really, won't he? And he's, the season I just went by was a great season for Marcus Rashford, wasn't it? A very good season for him. Of course, he was playing with an injury, so hopefully next season he can be even better than he was this season, because you could tell he wasn't up to his best. You could tell he's playing with an injury. So for me, another easy one, not much more to say, and just to keep Marcus Rashford. We keep Marcus Rashford every season, won't it? So yeah, for me, just keep him next season. And we move on to Mason Greenwood. Again, another easy one. I think he'll be here for his life, really, won't he? Mason Greenwood, I would keep him next season. Of course, he's been fantastic towards the end of last season. Didn't have the best starts to last season, but then kicked on, gained more confidence, started scoring goals again. And hopefully next season we will see the best of, or we will see the return of the best of Mason Greenwood, and hopefully playing well throughout the whole season. So for me, Mason Greenwood, easy one, keep him. And then we move on to Heath Chong, who at this moment I think he's on loan at Club Brugge, or has he gone somewhere else? I'm not too sure at the moment. But again, I would keep him loaned out. I don't think he would be a starter at Manchester United anyway, or would get any opportunities. So yeah, I'd keep him out and even sell him, in my opinion. I don't think even bringing him back would be a good choice as well, wouldn't it? So yeah, to Heath Chong, I'd end up selling him. And then Anthony Elanga, I'd keep Anthony Elanga, maybe give him a loan spell. But of course, he has come into the Manchester United first team. He's made an impact as well. He's scored a goal. He's been good. So yeah, I'd keep him. But if we don't end up keeping him, loan him out, and then bring him back next season. So yeah, for me, Anthony Elanga is a keep. And then we move on to the last one, which will be Shola Shotia. Of course, he has come into the first team as well. He's not had too many starts. I think he came on off the bench, or maybe even started one game. I'm not too sure. But again, I would keep him, and it's the same as Anthony Elanga. If we don't end up keeping him, send him on loan. Give him a few opportunities there. Let him get some first-team game time. But yeah, I would keep him. But if I have to, I'd loan him. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the forwards and the whole video. Let me know what you guys think down below for the forwards. Keep loan or sell. Let me know down below. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash a like on the video. I really did enjoy doing this one for you. And I have a few good video ideas as well coming up shortly. But make sure to subscribe down below. Leave a comment. Smash a like, guys. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. See you later.